painter, and today I've got my whip and chat as part of my collab with Brandy for Sweet December. It is my last whip and chat of 2020. Let's kick 2020 out the dang door. I'm ready to see 2021, but everyone's saying we're not going to go in noisy. We're not going to claim it as our year. We're going to go in very quietly, not touch anything, not, just don't cause any drama, don't cause any disturbance. Let's just go in quietly to 2021. We'll see what we can do with that. All right, well, my whip and chat today is primarily going to be about Christmas movies. Now, I am working on Sweet Tooth. That was what Brandy and I decided to collab on. It is part of our Sweet December. Hello, can I talk today? Collab. And because I'm a little bit late getting this up, and we did not either one of us do a whip and chat last week. As you know, Brandy was diagnosed with COVID. My parents were diagnosed with COVID, and neither one of us were in a mood to do a collab last week. So if you stick with us, or stick with me until the end of my whip and chat, I'm going to ask a question. And those of you that respond to it will get 2 chances, because again, we skipped a week on you. So essentially, Brandy's offering 2 chances in her latest whip and chat, and I am offering 2 chances in this whip and chat. So every answer you give, well, you can only give 1 answer, but it's worth 2 entries into the drawing. And we will be going live on Monday, this coming Monday, at 6 o'clock Central. I will set up the live sometime that day on Monday. Come on into our live. That is when we will be giving away our prizes. We will be revealing what the prizes are and giving away our prizes for our collab. Now, based on the state of affairs you see in front of me, am I going to get her done? Definitely not, but I will continue to work on her until I have a finish. There have been many collabs I've been a part of. I do the very best I can with the time that I have, just like you do. And so I will not get her done, but I did get to what I feel is one of the best parts of her. I got to the ring pop. There is not one thing on this ring pop that is not an AB, a glow glass. I mean, I just blinged it out. I just went all out and switched everything out and did some of my own designing of the sparklers as well. So I love how that turned out. So that was one of my favorite parts of this diamond painting, in addition to the candy and her crown. So I don't know if you can see her crown, but here's the picture. And you see that beautiful crown. I'm blinging that baby out too, so that's gonna be fun. So this is where I am with her. I'm almost to the halfway point. But again, I've been able to work more on her over, the Christmas break, but with work and everything, you can only do so much. So that's what's going on there. So answer the question at the end of my collab for 2 chances in our entry to win our prizes. What else is going on? Well, I will tell you, I will be going on Rivka's live of Rivka's Craft Corner. I will be going on her live on Wednesday because we are starting a collab in January. And it is a mystery diamond painting from Treasure Studios Art. Love Treasure Studios Art. I'm an affiliate with them. If you want to head on over to Treasure Studios Art and hit Painter15 in the coupon code, you will get 15% off a purchase of $40 or more. Treasure Studios Art, again, is another top quality company that legally licenses their artists and has really quality diamond paintings. So what Rachel did for us is she took an item off of my wish list and an item off of Rivka's wish list and made them into mystery diamond paintings. So I'm excited to start that. And at the end, we have spoken with Rachel, or Rivka has, and Rachel will be offering prizes from Treasure Studios Art and has also agreed to come in our final live and give the prizes away herself. So that's going to be fun. So watch for Brandy and my finale on Monday, 6 Central, and watch for Rivka and I to go live on her live on Wednesday. She will set up her live, I will set up mine. Now, I may be a little late because when she starts her live, I'm sometimes still at school. So if I have to go live in the car with her, I will. You're just going to have to wait a little bit for me to get home. So we'll have fun discussing what we're going to be doing as part of the mystery collab. Guys, again, as with any collab, I know there are a lot of collabs going on in January. Rivka and I have discussed it, and we are going to be very open and, except it, again, it's a mystery diamond painting event. Does your diamond painting have to be mystery? No, it doesn't. So we're going to be very, very flexible on what, who can participate. And basically, if you ask, I'm just going to tell you, yes, you can participate for sure, because we want people to be able to participate in multiple collabs. All right, so let me tell you about my day yesterday. Some days I just have to go people, not a fan. So I'm going to the post office because I'm mailing some prezzies off to some of my favorite people. And we had, our ice maker is on the fritz, so we had no ice. Marlon had not made it to the store to get a bag of ice. So he said, just drive through someplace and get a Diet Coke, because I didn't have any ice here. So I said, all right. So I'm in the McDonald's line, and this particular McDonald's line, I think they've changed most of them to this now. So you're in a single file line, and then it splits off into two separate lines. So two people can order at the same time, making the process more, expeditious, I guess. And so there are about 6 of us waiting in a single file line to get into the double lines. And I'm not kidding you. This moron pulls up, goes completely around the line that we're waiting in, and cuts off a car to get in the second lane so that he can order. And I'm like, wow, your time is so much more valuable than mine. Okay. I couldn't believe it. And then he held up the entire line because he was on his phone the entire time, not looking up when the cars moved up. And I was ready to get out and throttle the man. I'm like, seriously? What are you doing? Yikes. So then I head to the post office to mail my gifts. Post office was fine, very quiet when I got there, like 2 people. And this always happens to me when I go to the post office. I have no idea why. I guess I'm a magnet for people, and it's a small post office, so it makes me very nervous. I mean, everybody was masked up and everything, but by the time I left, there were like 10 people in this tiny little space, and I'm going, oh gosh, this is too many people for this space. But got my prezzies mailed off, and then Marlon got some very exciting news, so we were very excited, and that was a blessing. And I swear, y'all, I could not sleep last night. Could not sleep. There's never been a night when I could at least sleep through part of the night. I was like a schizophrenic sleeper last night. I was hot. I was cold. Turn the fan on. Turn the fan off. Marlon, come snuggle with me. Don't touch me. I'm hot. I mean, it was just all over the place. And by about 3:30, I thought, this is ridiculous. And I know when you can't sleep at night, you're supposed to get up and do something else. And I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I was going cross-eyed from diamond painting. But so I finally dozed off. But I mean, it was rough. And Marlon said the same thing. He said, I don't know. But Marlon drinks Red Bull. I'm sorry if you love Red Bull. I don't see how anyone in their right mind can love Red Bull. It tastes like cough syrup to me. It's ugh. But he drinks it, and then he's like, I can't sleep. And I'm like, it's because you're jacked up on Red Bull. So I don't know what my problem was, because I don't drink Red Bull, but I could not sleep. So that was my day yesterday. But yeah, I just really wanted to throttle that guy in the McDonald's line. Seriously. Crazy. I guess people drive more crazy during the holiday season. I've got to run up to school today to check on our furniture retrofit. I know they took all of our furniture out. Now the trick is, are they going to put our new furniture back in? Because if 1,200 kids come back without any furniture, we're going to be floor sitters. And junior high kids don't do floor sitting well. So I'm hoping that the furniture is slowly but surely getting there. And cross your fingers for that, because I don't really want to sit on the floor of my office waiting for furniture to arrive when the kids come back. So I'm hoping it's a smooth transition. The teachers are supposed to go back. We go back the teachers go back January 4th. And I'm hoping that we have furniture there so that they can arrange their rooms. They're wanting, actually, I've been contacted by several wanting to get in this weekend, and I'm like, I don't know if it's there, guys. I gotta go up and check. I haven't been up there. It's Christmas vacation, come on. So I will go up and check on that today, and then we are going to my stepson and his wife's house to exchange gifts with them. All right, I'm gonna run and get a tissue because my nose is running all over the place. Excuse me, folks, for 2 seconds. I'm still here, you just don't see me. Thank you for that interruption. Just don't want my nose dripping all over my canvas. Gross, gross, gross. Okay, so let's now get into the Christmas movies that you all listed as loving. Loving. All right. First movie, rattle out of the box, and I hand wrote these because I'm filming with my phone, and I can't see your answers on YouTube on my phone, so I just hand wrote them down. Plus, it helped me also write down your entries for our drawing. All right, first rattle out of the box, Elf, and Elf was the number, well, it tied. So Elf and Christmas Vacation tied for the #2 movie that all of you love. Like I did tally marks to see how many people like the movie. So let me talk to you about a little bit about Elf, and I can tell you a little bit about some of these movies, just some trivia about them. I actually watched Entertainment Tonight the other night, and they were doing like the top 20 Christmas movies ever. And of course, Elf was one of them. And funny, and well, it must have been really gross to him, but for those of you that have seen Elf, you know when he takes the spaghetti and he pours the maple syrup on it and pours M&Ms and Pop-Tarts and all that stuff and then eats it? Well, he really did that. And it took 2 takes for that scene because the first time he couldn't keep it down. Like, oh my gosh. So he did all of his own stunt eating and really ate that and got sick. So he had to do it again. So anyway, I thought that was, well, funny and gross at the same time, but you know, it's Will Ferrell, so I'm sure he made it fun. So that's what I know about Elf. Love that movie. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, why is this drawing not laying down? Okay, next one, A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story was your #1 favorite movie. You'll shoot your eye out. The leg lamp and getting the tongue stuck to the metal pole. That was the bunny suit. That was an all-time classic movie, just of a little boy that just wanted something so bad for Christmas. So love that movie. It's a classic, but that's your #1 favorite movie. Also made a note, thank you for those of you that cleared me up on the cookie contraption that I talked about last time. It is called a cookie press, and the cookies are spritz cookies. And when I read that the first time, that all came flooding back to me. I thought, oh yeah, that's what it is. So, someone said you can still get them. So I'm gonna look for one, and I'm gonna make spritz cookies next year. I have my mom's recipe for them, so I just need the cookie press, and I'm on my way. I think my sister, after my mom passed away, I think my sister got the cookie press because I really didn't know what to do with it. But I will make it a goal to, you know, again, I'm going to try new things in 2021, try new crafts, and get back to some old crafts too. I'll talk about that in just a minute. Let's see. Home Alone. Oh my gosh. I remember seeing that in the movie theater for the first time with my mom and dying laughing when the 2 robbers get in the house and he sabotaged the whole house. And I remember them interviewing him, and he was having a ball doing that movie. It was funny. Macaulay Culkin. Whatever happened to Macaulay Culkin? He looked a little rough in his later years. Anyhow, but yeah, Home Alone. Home Alone 2 was good. Lost in New York. I did not see Home Alone 3 because it was a different character, and I thought, no, you can't mess with the original characters in it and everything else. And I love Catherine O'Hara. She's awesome. You know, again, she's also in another one of my favorite series, Schitt's Creek. She's an amazing actress. Love her. You know, Kevin, what did you do to my room? Ah! So that was a fun movie. Let's see. The Santa Claus. Okay, there were 3 Santa Clauses, and I liked them all equally as well because, again, Tim Allen played the Santa Claus, and just did a fabulous job in all 3 movies. I love the Santa Claus. I like the one where I think this is the Santa Claus too, where he meets the principal of the school. Of course, it's the principal, and she's really kind of I don't know, she's just not a really warm person. and he knows exactly what she wanted for Christmas and didn't get, and gets her this doll, I believe, and it melts her heart, and they fall in love, and she becomes Mrs. Claus. So that was really cool. And then in the cafeteria, the teachers, the faculty party, that's horribly, it's a snoozer. I mean, no one's doing anything, and he brings out all these toys that the teachers all wanted as kids, and they're just running around having a great time with those toys. So that was really heartwarming to see and watch. And again, I'm a school person, so I connected. Although we have fun at our faculty parties, not too much fun, but we do have fun. We have a lot of fun. Okay, the Grinch, how the Grinch stole Christmas. Now, people did not specify whether the Grinch, now I love the Jim Carrey Grinch. I mean, I think Jim Carrey's a hoot and a half. But no one specified whether it was the cartoon or the Jim Carrey version. I'm assuming it's the Jim Carrey version, but you could love the cartoon and not so much the Jim Carrey version. I don't know. I just remember watching that in school and just loving it. So I love both versions of the Grinch. I love Cindy Lou Who. She's so cute. Rudolph. All right, now people did specify which Rudolph they meant, and there's really only one. It's the Josie Rankin Bass claymation. They kind of look like, it's realistic, but they're puppets type thing. It's not Christmas without me watching that. It's just not. It's one of my favorites. It's just a classic. I loved it. And a lot of people said that it's just not Christmas without that original Rudolph. But I believe it was claymation that they did that with, and they did claymation with a lot of actually Christmas movies. All right, White Christmas. Okay, I told you about my orchestra playing the song White Christmas and making me cry. Every time Bing Crosby sings it, I cry. I mean, it's just one of those wistful, wishing like times were the way they, back in the past, that kind of thing. So that's a beautiful song, and I love the routine in the movie Sisters. Sisters, sisters, there were never two devoted sisters. That's so cute. Sorry again, I will refrain from singing as much as I possibly can, but that's always a fun movie. What else? Prancer. I've seen Prancer, but I think I've only seen it once. I loved it, but I haven't seen it in a long time. And it's legit real, it's a legit real reindeer in the movie, and it was good. I think Prancer had to get back to the North Pole, and this little boy was trying to help him. I don't know. I liked that movie a lot, though. I remember seeing that and really liking it. The Nativity Story. Again, it's really not Christmas to me without the Nativity Story and the story of the birth of Christ. We all have different beliefs, different religions, and that is totally fine. But, Christmas means something different to everyone, and that's it's a beautiful story, and love that. Okay. The Family Stone. I have not seen The Family Stone, but someone mentioned The Family Stone. I've not seen it. If someone can put in the description below what that is about. The person that wrote it said, it's about the importance of family. And so I'm going to look that up and watch it, because I've heard of it, but I've not seen it. So this person's favorite Christmas movie is The Family Stone. Christmas Vacation. That is up there as one of my all-time favorites. It is not Christmas to me without Christmas Vacation. That crazy Griswold family and all the lights and why is the carpet wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. And my son and I actually have sweatshirts, and mine says, and why is the carpet all wet, Todd? And his says, I don't know, Margot. I dragged my husband to a Christmas Vacation viewing party at Alamo Draft House. It's a new movie theater. It's very, very nice. And they were having a viewing party, so you got props to watch the movie with. You got a flag to wave, when they're singing the Star Spangled Banner at the end. You got a car, winter freshener and all this stuff. Well, they were also having a costume contest, and I won. And if you saw the thumbnail to my live last week, that's what I wore. I had the headpiece, I had the film reels, I had on the mink, I had on the tacky blue gloves. So yeah, I was totally dressed up as Clark Griswold, sitting in the attic watching family videos. So I won my big prize, a half gallon of eggnog. I'm not kidding. I'm like, okay, well, I like eggnog pretty well, so that's okay. Some people don't, but that was fun. But yeah, it's I swear, December 1st every year that movie's going on. When we're decorating the tree, it's on. Marlon just laughs at me. He's like, I'm just gonna get the DVD because we have, you know, wasted so much money having you rent this thing over and over. I'm like, I will rent it every year. So he finally got me DVD. I'm like, thank you, honey. Okay. And that was one that tied for second place. A Christmas Story was first, and Elf and Christmas Vacation tied for second. The 1951 version of A Christmas Carol. Some trivia about A Christmas Carol. There are 131 versions of A Christmas Carol, either on TV or on film. I didn't realize that, you know. George C. Scott is probably one of my favorite versions. I think Henry Winkler did a great job with it. Jim Carrey didn't play, he voiced over the character in that one. And there's another one mentioned, and I liked it too. It was a kind of a spin-off of A Christmas Carol. It's called Scrooged with Bill Murray, and someone mentioned that in the comments as well. That's a little bit darker, but I still liked it. And, you know, you can't go wrong with Bill Murray. Okay. Oh, I also wanted to share, again, I'm not naming names just for confidentiality, and I don't know if people want to be called out on video, but someone talked about a candy wreath with a metal hanger, and she would string it on with ribbon, and every day her grandkids would cut a piece of candy off of this candy wreath, which I thought was awesome. So I wrote that down to remind myself to mention it because I thought that was a wonderful Christmas tradition. Here's another one. It's a Wonderful Life. That's another one that I just, oh my gosh. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. So that's an awesome one. Jimmy Stewart, I believe, was in that one. Miracle on 34th Street. You know, the Macy's Santa, this person said the 1947 version, that got 3 votes for favorite Christmas movie. Okay, here's one that I haven't seen, but it's called The Sound of Christmas, and someone mentioned this. It was a TV special with Julie Andrews, Placido Domingo was in it, just several, you know, singers, and they did a show called The Sound of Christmas, and that's the person's, they liked that show very, very much. Okay, this is another one I have not seen. Yogi's First Christmas. I'm going to have to look it up. I have not heard of that one. I've heard of The Family Stone, just not seen it. But Yogi's First Christmas I haven't seen, so I'm going to have to look that up. I love watching Christmas movies. I could watch them every day, all day. Okay, so here, someone mentioned 2. Santa Claus is Coming to Town and The Year Without a Santa Claus, and that's back to that Josie Rankin Bass, I think they produced it, the claymation. And The Year Without a Santa Claus, yeah, this person talked about, I'm Mr. Heat Miser, I'm Mr. Sun. So I remember that. Okay, I knew someone was going to mention this because it gets mentioned a lot. Nightmare Before Christmas. I've never seen it. I know. Have I been hiding under a rock somewhere? No, I've just never seen Nightmare Before Christmas, but I know that's really popular. We've already talked about Scrooge with Bill Murray. Okay, someone said Fallen Angels with Gary Sinise. Gary Sinise was in Fallen Angels, and I'm like, I don't think I've seen that one either. And then we get into some classics. Frosty the Snowman, another claymation, Josie Rankin Bass. Loved that one. There's also a cartoon, of course, of Frosty the Snowman. Okay, then someone mentioned Little Women. I thought that was brilliant. Little Women, I've seen it. And I mean, I could watch that all year round, but that's someone's favorite Christmas movie, that's awesome. That's very outside the box thinking, and I love it, and it's a classic. And so yeah. After the Polar Express. All right, the Polar Express, Rudolph, and Christmas Vacation are my top three. My top three all the way. If you have not seen the Polar Express, you've got to see it. It's classic. It's just the music, the cinematography, everything is amazing. Tom Hanks does a great job as the voiceover, as the conductor. It's a great movie. I could watch that over and over and over again. I love that. And I read the Polar Express on my Christmas premiere because it's not Christmas without the Polar Express. All right, okay, here's another Christmas Carol. Someone said 1999 version of A Christmas Carol. Was that the one with Henry Winkler in it? I'm not sure. All right, another It's a Wonderful Life. And then the last one mentioned was Turbo Man. And I'm thinking, okay, I know that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad in Jingle All the Way were both looking for Turbo Man. So I'm thinking this person meant Jingle All the Way. But it's the one where, it's kind of like the classic Christmas story. The kid has to have it. The dad is looking everywhere for it, fighting everyone for it. Really all his son wants him to do is spend time with him. But, he's fighting, and he has this obnoxious neighbor that's of course Mr. Prepared, and he's gotten it for his child, and he's Mr. Perfect, and the wife's kind of miffed at Arnold Schwarzenegger for never being home, and it's funny just watching him run through the stores. And again, it reminds me of my dad trying to find us stuff we really had to have and wanted. So I believe that was called Jingle All the Way. So those are your favorite Christmas movies. Yay! Okay. What can I ask you this week? I'm trying to think of a good question. Okay. You know what? We're past Christmas now. We're going into January. If you've stuck with me this long, this is the question I need you to answer for me. Now, not everybody, including me, makes New Year's resolutions. I don't believe in them, but I do believe in setting goals. So if you were going to set one goal for yourself for the new year, what would it be? Doesn't matter what it is, what have you. And every answer that gets answered under this particular WIP and chat will get you 2 entries into my drawing. The only thing I ask is that you not put drawing in your answer. Just put your answer, because we all know that there are trolls that troll YouTube looking for giveaways and take the giveaways away from the deserving people, because all they're doing is trolling for giveaways, and I don't believe in that. I like people to legitimately win the giveaway, that have followed and done what they're supposed to be doing, and not just come for the giveaway. So please don't mention giveaway in your answer. Just state your answer. What is your, if you make New Year's resolutions, great. Goals, what do you foresee your goals being in the new year? All right, guys, with that being said, I'm going to leave you with this. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. This is the Principal Painter, and for the last time, is it the last time? Yes, for the last time, whipping and chatting in 2020, I am signing off.